today I have the honor of introducing to you a very esteemed panel. And I am coming to you with a very, very important update from the DAMS family, where we have been introducing more and more courses for different professionals. And today I'm going to talk about the most premier service that any graduate from any discipline in India aims for. That is civil services exam. Now, what I have seen over the past is, when we are professionals, there are some of us who seek, a macro impact. A macro impact means that some of us are who seek to impact, a more larger chunk of society, or we want to touch more lives through by working on the policy side, by working on the administrative side. And we have seen many times brilliant professionals from places like, medical colleges or IITs. They, when they seek more, they want to seek an impact which is like touching more and more human lives, they go towards this esteemed services. And over the years, I have seen with my own experience in DAMS that every year I meet a lot of doctors who want to go into this direction, but because of lack of, say, hand holding or mentorship for doctors, like there are many programs which are, targeted towards the arts graduates or humanity graduates or, commerce graduates, but very few programs who do the hand holding for doctors for civil services. So we have taken this initiative of this program on the eMedicos app, and with me I have the three esteemed mentors who will be talking to you today about their own journeys and how they would mentor the future aspirants. First of all, I would like to introduce to you Dr. Yashu Sharma. Dr. Yashu is a unique academic career that he has built up. That he had, I think, five or even more gold medalists during his MBBS journey, and he could have gone in any direction, but he decided to go towards this civil services direction. And I will ask him, Dr. Yashu, please tell us about this interesting combination that you have built up in your own life with the kind of career that you have built up. Yashu, please.
First of all, I will like to express my thanks to DAMS that you have given me opportunity here to uh, have a communication with the IAS aspirants, and also a responsibility that I would like to mention, that to mentor the aspirants of civil services. I started my journey as a doctor. It was a good journey going on. During my MBBS, I worked hard, I studied hard, and all this went well. But sometimes some key moments, knock to your life, and these key moments changes the directions where your life and destiny leads to you. So it happened to me. I was uh, just reading a newspaper, and then I came to know a civil servant who was previously a doctor. And he devised a mechanism in Rajasthan for procurements of generic drugs. And it led to a massive movement kind of thing that in whole Rajasthan, the free drug distribution started by the government at a very low cost. So it impacted a huge crowd, a huge population was impacted because of one decision, one policy making of that civil servant. So it touched my heart. So I started thinking about that in my last years of MBBS during my internship. I started thinking that why should not I be a civil servant so that I could also impact many lives. And this was the key moment which changed my directions. I started preparation. Uh, During my preparation, I realized that it is not so simple to just think and the things will happen. No, it's a tough journey. Especially for doctors, it's just a 180-degree reverse. Basically, the civil services are focused on all aspects of society, not just scientific aspects, but political, geographical, sociological, economical, every aspects. The civil services evaluate a candidate on 360-degree basis. So it was a tough journey, not because the topics were very tough or hard, but just because our mindset, our attitude is limited to the medical science only. Generally, I have realized that during the MBBS days, we were never exposed for the society topics or some topics which are so general. I'm pretty sure that if you will do a survey, then even 70 to 80% doctors, you will find that they never read newspapers. And I was one of them. So it was a little bit a turning moment, but as we all know that doctors are laborious, they can take anything like a challenge. So I did this and I went on reading and reading. But I realized that during my journey, I was not so fortunate to find a mentor since beginning. Although I was mentored by civil servants in the later part of my journey, and I really scored well in my interviews and mains. But since beginning, I was not nurtured, and that's why I was failed in my first attempt for even for prelims. I couldn't clear it. So in the next time, I was fortunate. My roommate was a civil servant who was just, reappearing in the exam for improvement in the ranks. So I got the mentorship, and only during those days I realized the importance of mentorship. It is very important during this preparation that what to read and why to read. It is very important to chart out. So this gap was filled, and then only I could be successful during my next attempt, and I cleared the civil services. Uh, so I would just like to highlight one point that the civil services syllabus preparation, the horizon is so vast that if you will go in that horizon without any direction, you are definitely going to fail. It is there because you cannot cover each and everything which is happening in the world. Your brain has own limitations. So uh, especially for doctors, because I have come from that background, I can say this with full confidence that the DAMS has started this initiative basically focusing on doctors who are aspiring for civil services. And it's a very particularly made course for doctors only. I've gone through the uh, preparation strategy and the lecture strategy of DAMS. It's really, I'm very happy to see that in the form of this course, DAMS is launching a basic platform for a success for doctors who are aspiring for civil services. So in this whole course, I will be your mentor. Basically, my expert fields like one is ecology, art and culture, internal security, disaster mechanisms, disaster recovery mechanisms, and all that. We will talk a lot about international relations. Some of my expert zones are there. So we will talk on that points specifically in different meetings. But I will be there. It's a wonderful experience to mentor somebody. If my knowledge, if my experience can be beneficial for you, it will be a pleasure for me. Uh, with these words, I would like to hand over to Sumer sir, and I would like to congratulate Sumer sir for this uh, definitely a game-changing step for doctors, especially, and for other professionals also. And we are there to mentor you, to guide you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Yashu. And I think, it's a very important thing that you pointed out because I was very listening intently to your story, how, you evolved from gold medalist MBBS doctor and then you went on to, seek more out of things and you wanted to know more about society and you wanted to, explore. And I think that is what the exam also seeks. And to have you as a mentor on the eMedicos app is such a great feeling for us as well. Now, the second vendor that I wanted to introduce to you today in this video is Rahul Garg. Now, Rahul has a very, very unique profile, and I think this is like a dream team that I'm kind of talking to today. He's an IIT graduate from IIT, the topmost place where school children today aspire to be. and then he wanted to seek more, wanted to explore more, and here he is today, from his sharing his journey from being an IIT graduate, IIT Delhi graduate to civil services. And then, I also want to know, Rahul, from your perspective, what kind of exam is civil services? How should one be preparing? And what would you be bringing to the table in this course?
Thank you, Sumer sir, for giving me this opportunity. And as I look back at my journey and what I bring to the table is something, it is more of an idea. When I was in IIT, the idea of working for a company or for an organization and the idea of working for the government of India, that idea in itself is a very big idea, because now you are serving the whole of 130 crore people of India, and you're contributing to how the nation as a whole is growing. So that very different idea is what touched me when I was starting for the civil services. And to be honest, when I started, I was a bit afraid also, because the kind of syllabus it has all sorts of subjects like, say, history, geography, sociology, ethics, which I hadn't studied for several years. So, however, when I started reading about it, it captured my attention more and more. And as I kept on reading, I realized that these topics at a very conceptual level are not very different from the ideas that we study in our professional courses. Here also, if you read them properly, if you are guided properly, then you can understand those concepts very well and deliver them when you need them. In fact, from the understandings that I have got from my colleagues, from my friends, the key challenge in this examination is more about understanding it right. If you will try to mug it up, if you will try to remember things, then you are not going to score well. In fact, I would like to happily confess that I have never failed in prelims exam. I simply never have. While many candidates face it as one of the most formidable challenges in their civil services examination, what I am able to differentiate from that is that we have to understand the concepts properly, and instead of trying to remember things, we have to focus on how things are happening, why things are happening. And that is where my expertise in several areas, for example, history, geography, ethics, and sociology has developed. In fact, sociology was my optional also. In these seemingly humanities type of concepts, what I think is that I can understand these topics as in a more coherent way. And that is what I want to share with many aspirants, because I think this is the area where most of them are challenged. So if I can guide them, I think I will help many students in not making the mistakes that many of my friends have. So again, I would like to thank Dr. Sumer for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul. And I think you made a very big point there. Is like, working for the a company versus working for the government itself, and the kind of nation level impact that is possible in this services is unimaginable. And when I see you, I think a lot of students who are listening to us today are also getting inspired by your journeys, where they see youngsters like you today are able to make such big impact, so they aspire to be in your positions. And the third mentor that we have on the course is Ankit Jalan. Ankit is he's a commerce honors graduate from SRCC Delhi, and then he went on to do his he graduated in law, and today he has now gone into this esteemed service, civil services today. And Ankit, I want to know from you now that both the people here have given their inputs on what was their reasons to go into civil services. I want to explore with you, more about, your reasons, and more about the, specific domains in the exam. Like there is something like CSAT, or, there are components of the exam where people would like, Rahul mentioned prelims, or, somebody could struggle in some part of the exam. Okay, please help us with those domains.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We are very happy to launch a new batch with DAMS, and we'll be very happy to have your guidance, sir. I am a commerce graduate, and then I did my LLB from DU. I could have easily worked in some chartered accountancy firm, or some could have done some MBA and worked in a company, but that never, attracted me. I wanted to work with the government so that I could make impact to a lot of people. And government services gives that impact, especially the IS exam, with which it gives different opportunities, different platforms to serve the people. So therefore, I chose the civil services. Nevertheless, the journey was slightly difficult for me for the reasons that I could not get the right kind of mentorship. I just started reading any material which I could lay my hands upon. So that really created a problem. And without the right kind of mentorship, I created problems for myself. So that is what students normally face, that the syllabus is huge. There are different part of the syllabus. The books which are available are enormous. There are different kind of topics. But strictly from an examination point of view, it is very essential to understand the different nuances of this exam and how much importance is to be given to each topic. Now, for that, right kind of mentorship and guidance can certainly be helpful, because the struggle of the candidate reduces when you have the right way. You do not get stuck somewhere like the MV ever given, which was stuck in the Suez Canal, and it created a lot of problem because of right kind of pilot was not there. So that is why the guidance is very important. And we here, for example, I will focus on the commerce part, economy part, and the polity part, which I have studied during my graduation and I'm very comfortable with. And I also took law as an optional, and I can easily, polity is one of my strongest forte. So I would really love to have a platform which I'm getting through DAMS to help the other students clear this examination with the minimum amount of struggle which they can. So that is the whole idea of launching this platform. And it will be very helpful for the doctors, because they are very laborious. They have the right kind of attitude. All they need is some kind of a mentorship and handholding, which can help them clear this exam and serve the people of the country. Sir, thank you, sir.
I can already see with the combination of, three diverse officers who bring diverse rich background, from one from a medical background who is like a bridge between the youngsters wanting to be there and the medical field, and one from IIT Delhi, one from commerce and law background. I think today, I can say it for sure, and a future will prove my words, that we would have officers mentoring doctors to become officers. It would happen. It would happen, and it would happen in a big way. And in the first phase, what we have now launched on eMedico's app, I'm sure most of the doctors today who are listening to us or medical students are aware of the app, is a two-way interactive app where you will have live sessions by the mentors where you can ask your doubts in between, and they will be giving you hand holding. And we have launched two programs. One is a comprehensive prelims comes mains program, and one is a CSAT module. Dr. Yashu, do you want to add anything about the comprehensive prelims and mains program that you have looked up and mentored personally?
Sir, I have gone into the program designed by DAMS, and definitely it's a very beautifully carved out program for comprehensively covering the all aspects of civil services. Basically, the civil services examination held in the three stages. First is your prelims examination, where you have two parts, two exams in a day. That is, one is focusing on the general studies part, basically covering the syllabus from history, sociology, geography, economy, and focusing on your general understanding. And the another part is comprehensive test for aptitude, that is CSAT examination, basically focusing on your comprehensive understanding about the aptitude, your logical reasoning, your English comprehension, like that. Then if you qualify this prelims examination, where the paper 1, which we called as the GS part 1, it's a competitive, and the GS paper 2, which is CSAT examination, it's a mandatory exam to clear, but just with the 33% of marks, meaning 66 and above. So you need to qualify this exam, and your merit will be decided on the GS paper 1. So if you qualify the GS prelims, then you enters for the mains examination. Mains examination is a subjective examination where you need to write the answers, you need to write the questions, and the papers are there: GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4, and one is the essay paper. Then your two exams for optional also. That if you suppose choose medical science, I selected, Rahul selected for sociology, like that. So you have to give the two exams, and apart from that, there are two more qualifying exams, one for English and one for the other language you choose. So like this mains examination journey is here. And then you enters, if you qualify the mains examination, then you enters for the interview part. And in interview, they evaluate you, basically your personality aspect, your uh, aptitude towards civil services, your integrity. These kind of aspects are evaluated, and then finally you comes into the final list. So this whole journey is not limited to one exam only. It's a journey which is minimum time is around 1 year and 1.5 years. It's a minimum time for that journey. And if you include the preparation time, which in my view, the minimum preparation time is about 1 year for this exam. So it's a whole journey of about 2 years. This comprehensive program handhold you not just for prelims, not just for mains, not just for interview, but the whole journey of 2 years. It has been designed so beautifully that at each and every step, you are guided and mentored by the officers who have already gone through this journey. So this comprehensive course covers the topics which are important for prelims. Then it focuses on the topics which are important for mains. Then it nurtures you for the interview preparation. During the preparation also, there are provisions for daily tests, daily questions which you need to solve. As in when the topics are covered, the specific questions related to that topic are given to you for question practice. The answers are evaluated by mentors themselves. So it focuses on the each and every aspect of the preparation which is required. At every topic, we have selected some peculiar study material only. It not overburden you with here and there every material. No, it's not the strategy. The strategy is you read one material many times, not many material one times. So this is the core strategy for this course. We will provide you a very limited study material, but it will be very focused. It will be focused for selection. You are not here to do PhDs. You are here to select. You are here to crack the exam. And the whole motto of this comprehensive course is to guide you, to prepare you for cracking this civil services exam. So since beginning, it focuses only what is required to crack the civil service, not to be a PhD holder or a scholar in a particular subject. Because in my experience also, I have seen that many aspirants, you will see that they are so expert in one subject like polity or history or whatsoever, but they are not at all well versed with other areas of syllabus. It is not required. The civil service is required all rounder, not a specialist in one subject. When you enters into the society, it it is not just a history or economy. Knowledge impacts the society, not just one and two parts of the knowledge. So civil services exam is a comprehensive integrated exam for all subjects with interlinks between them. And this whole course is focusing on the interlinkages between various subjects. It covers every topic from various dimensions, and it covers them from the point of view what the examiner will ask you from that topic. So for now, this is all about this comprehensive course, and I would like Rahul and Ankit also to share their views, because they also have gone through their own arenas or own fortes of the exams. So over to you, Sumir sir. Thank you.
Rahul, I'll request you first to add on to what specialty about the comprehensive course as well as the CSAT module, and when are the actual classes starting, and what is your vision about the course, and please help us here.
Thank you so much, sir. The classes will start on May 1. It is the very right time to start the preparation for 2022 Civil Services exam, because it gives you the right time without really making you start too early. In fact, as Yashu sir earlier described, that it is a very long journey and it requires a lot of patience. Otherwise, the melancholy sets in, you get bored, you get frustrated, something is not happening, because there is a lot of pressure on the aspirants that are preparing for civil services. Therefore, it becomes very essential to design the course in a way that takes into account the realities of an aspirant who is facing the pressure. Therefore, we have designed this course in a particular way that every topic is given its due, and at the same time it is made interesting through examples and the consistent practice, which gives an aspirant the feedback that the aspirant needs. Otherwise, what an aspirant does is that he or she focuses on reading something for 4 months, and then ultimately after 4 months he or she realizes that perhaps this was not to be done in this way or that way. So the continuous feedback that this course gives through class tests, through on-the-spot doubt clearing, and the mentoring and the counseling that is going to be done continuously. Because we know from our own experiences that it is a harsh journey in some ways. It is harsh because the competition is too high, because the paper and the syllabus is so comprehensive that if you are not getting the right direction, there is a great probability that you are going to be diverted from the path that you set yourself upon. Therefore, we take into account within this course that how things are to be done. We do that job for you so that you don't have to worry about the direction you are going in, and you can focus your mental faculties on the concept that is in front of you. And that is why we design it in stages, that we are not going to straight away jump on to the advanced books. We are going to start from the basic understanding of the concepts. We are going to lay down the foundation for you, and only then we are going to take you, only then we are going to guide you towards advanced concepts which are going to be needed in the exam. And that's why we are not just here to mechanically throw some concepts on you. We understand that you have a professional background. You have those mental energies and faculties which are needed, but still you are new to the field. Therefore, you have to be guided step by step in a comprehensive way. Therefore, we have this whole plan charted out for you in this course to guide you from the first step to the last step when you are going to enter the civil services. So I think that more or less summarizes our strategy in this course. Over to you, Sumer sir.
Very rightly said, and I request now Ankit to add his perspective to the course and guide the future aspirants.
My perspective is that the syllabus is huge, and what requires is the right kind of coverage, wherein you are not entering into a particular syllabus or a particular part of the syllabus too deep, or you do not have a very shallow knowledge. So this course has been designed very meticulously, very thought out, and as per purely the exam requirements. If we feel that certain topics are being repeatedly being asked by UPSC, and it is very important from a UPSC's perspective, we have given more time and we have covered them in depth. If some topics are there which is not generally asked by UPSC but needs to be covered, we have covered them accordingly. So this ensures that you will have all kind of information, right insights, and the right facts, diagrams, and all the things which is required to crack the mains and the prelims of this examination. So you will not be information overloaded or underloaded. You will have the right kind of information. The students will have the right kind of information which is actually required. So this course has been designed accordingly. And also we have given topics, importance to topic as per roughly their marks in the UPSC. For example, if geography is consistently coming across, for example, as one of the highest questions from which it comes, then we have given it more time so that the candidates are actually able to clear this examination. So this is all from my side, sir.
And from my side, I like to add that when I talk from the background of dams, we are known for hand holding. Like we are known for taking medical graduates from their MBBS levels into specialist levels and super specialist levels. Like today we have courses for them for their PG entrance, for their super specialty entrance, for dental graduates. We have programs for MDS entrance, and so we believe in hand holding, and the kind of legacy that we have in the last 2 decades is that today, if I, go to any hospital, it is a matter of proud for me that I meet my own previous students. I feel, proud that, there are Damsonians in different places, in different hospitals. It has been, on the back of my mind as a dream that, maybe we can also mentor, doctors who seek to become officers and who seek to, a more wider and a more broader impact. And with this dream team of mentors with me, and with their experience, we hope to create a bridge for doctors. I'm sure you would agree that as doctors at different phases in life, many of us think about this exam, but sometimes we are discouraged by the enormity of the exam and by lack of mentorship or lack of guidance. And that is what we want to bridge. That is what we want to create through this course. This course will be available on eMedicos app. There will be two courses as of now. One will be a comprehensive prelims and mains course. One will be a CSAT module course. And we hope to see you there. We hope to mentor you, and we hope, and that is the part journey that which is very important to me and very important to all three of us, all four of us right now, is we would want to, say a year later, come back on this channel with many interviews of people who have made it to the other side. And we would want to share their stories, how this entire journey unfolded, and now how they can do what their mentors are doing right now, how they can impact a more wider society through this esteemed service. If you are one of the graduates or one of the MBBS students who are aspiring in down the line to get into these esteemed services, get into the IAS exam, get into the civil services exam, become an officer, the key is to start, getting attached to a mentor, and that is the bridge that is now available on the eMedicos app. Download the app if you have not done it already. Download the app, scroll through the courses section. You will find the courses for IAS aspirants are already live there. The classes will start in May. These will be live, two-way interactive classes. There will be tests, there will be discussions, there will be doubt solving. We would make sure that we leave no stone unturned in your journey to become an officer. We wish you all the best.